way, but
Yes. But
Right.
people don't like to admit that there's a drug and alcohol problem. I remember when I went to Bruce Hill to do groups and counseling, they asked me if we could just call it something different. And I said, well, according to the grant, you really can't call it something. Well, could you just call it like almost like a tea party type thing?
a tea party.
Well, they wanted to do like if we brought some drinks and stuff and we just sat and talked. Well, it doesn't really work.
You know, and you have grant money.
Yeah, you kind of have to do what the grant says.
Right.
So. But I mean, people just,
That's like when you go on a cruise, they have like something on the schedule and it's called like, forget what it's called, it's like, I don't know, Conversations with Bob or something, but it's like disguised, it's Alcoholics
It's
Anonymous,
Alcoholics Anonymous.
but it's disguised
Right,
as something
yes.
else,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I do remember that from. being on
Yeah,
a cruise.
yeah, cause it's like every day, I remember.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Do it at the beach, at the police station.
Oh, wow.
They have an AA meeting down in Fenway, like, but they don't call, you know. Just townspeople really.
So drug and alcohol topics was by far the smallest, but mental health issues was
Was a little
up
higher.
there. Yeah, so I think we were kind of on target
Target
with
with
that
that.
for this year.
Mhm.
So we'll finish that up, but I think next year we probably gotta look at
And nutrition was.
nutrition,
Yeah, it was
right?
hard. What about like, in some places they do like outdoor yoga or something like that, you know? what I
Yeah.
mean? Like. it's
What kind of
hard.
yoga?
Outside.
Outside yoga, yeah,
Like, it's a park or something.
or Tai Chi,
Like she.
which is even better maybe for the older population.
Yeah,
Cause look at improving balance is out there.
And Tai Chi and balance go together too, so, yeah, there's a lot of overlaps there.
Mhm.
But interesting, I do think probably our next focus needs to be on fitness and probably for adults.
mhm.
And then how would you like to receive the health related information?
Mhm.
You know, the weekly kind of won out on that one, but it was a Facebook
The website.
was there. It just says city face on here, but
Yeah.
I think it probably cut off. I'll make sure it's right on there.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think probably when we get to the point of cleaning this up and it can then put it out to the larger community with
Yeah.
a link or whatever,
Right.
then it'll look better.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, I was kind of happy with this. you
Yeah, I
know,
was surprised that many people did it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and even a one or two that said they weren't gonna do it, I approached them again and they did it.
Yeah, and I
So-
thought our turnout was really great for the first time.
I agree.
There was a lot of interest. You know,
Yeah, and a lot of interest in doing it again.
right.
Mhm.
I mean, we had some people say, when are you gonna do it again? And I'm like,
Yeah.
But we talked about maybe doing it in the spring rather than in September maybe, so we didn't overlap other people's activities.
Well, there's stuff in the spring too.
Yeah. It's hard. I wonder if we could do it like early, like this March or something.
That's kind of cold outside.
Now.
I would submit that some of this fitness exercise stuff
Mhm.
is something, Chairwoman Gallagher and, everyone has echoed, something that we can kind of, get going right away.
Mhm.
For example, our city hosts a couple of 5Ks already.
Right, we're gonna do one in December.
How about, maybe the city, coming up with a team, City of Newcastle team? You know, different 5Ks
Right.
events, you know, sometimes you can have a team. So maybe the city could, say, hey, the city's gonna create a team, you know, do you wanna be a walker or runner, you know, on the City of Newcastle team that's doing this 5K? And that could be a way of promoting health and fitness and things organically
That's a good
around
idea.
some of the events that are already just taking place here in the city.
So just,
Whether it's,
CCDs.
coming up in
CCDs is
December.
The first
I
Sunday in December.
believe the Attack Addiction,
It's
does.
in March
does
usually.
one. And I believe there's been some other organizations, that have appealed, directly to, Ms. Tintillo's office, for some of those same type of events.
I know we would love that for CCD to increase our number.
Right, cause it wasn't
Well,
real,
they didn't really know. I mean, I asked them to change the name, the title, so that people knew it had something to do with addiction. Cause I think they called it like something about sorry or winner or something about it. And I said people didn't know it was about that, you know.
so should we now that we have a quorum, go ahead and start the meeting?
Yeah,
For real?
officially. You can still write about what they've already talked about.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to do that.
Right, right. So let's call the meeting to order and have a roll call.
Okay. Susan McLaughlin.
Tish Gallagher,
Jamie Mayeski.
the code enforcement officer isn't here. We don't have the minutes from the last meeting, so we'll just forward that to the next time. Old business, these are really just here as placeholders for us. We still have committed to an article on substance abuse and addiction, and that's pending, and that will be done before the end of the year. Hopefully before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And the dog park program, Jackie and I haven't done anything else about that. We're just kind of waiting to see when the dog park gets
Yeah, so.
closer to being done, but we would like to kind of offer some kind of program about how to approach dealing with a dog park.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're still working on all the details of like the design and everything. So we're hoping to wrap that up soon and then get some quotes for actual like installation of the fence and water fountain. And get that done soon and then actually get the quotes and start putting it out probably in like the spring. So we can
maybe
probably.
by spring.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you wanna start, thinking about what you wanna include in the program, maybe there was like a local, like dog trainer. We maybe could bring in.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Then maybe we could host, like an information session, like at the new dog park or at the senior center. We can work out those logistics.
Right, right. Depending on when the dog park open, or maybe right before it opens, we could do it at the dog park. That might
Right.
draw some people in
Yeah,
because they
Yeah.
could see it. That would mean that we couldn't have any like any video kinds of stuff.
Right.
But, you don't really need a lot of that.
Maybe we could, when you said video, maybe we could also like share some like links on Facebook or social media, like
Yeah.
tips and tricks on how to use the dog park.
Right, and Jackie and I did think about that. We thought, do we wanna do it in person or do we wanna do like an article? And we thought probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Both
a good
would
idea.
be good. So, because not everybody's gonna be able to come to
Right.
whatever presentation. But, I think it would be useful to have, cause then you could have a dog or two there to maybe use as an example or whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of on the back burner right now. Let's skip disease update. Let's not skip it. Let's go ahead and do it. Really, there's not a lot going on right now. Let me rephrase that. There may be stuff going on and we don't necessarily know about it because of the government shutdown. So CDC isn't collecting data. There are some individuals out there who are trying like every month to call every state and try and gather that data on their own. And what they're finding is things are still pretty calm, maybe a little uptick in COVID.
And measles were out. There was an outbreak of measles. So.
There is another outbreak of measles out in the southwest, Utah and Arizona maybe, right on the border there, and there's been about 100 cases. And they have dropped from, I think, 2017 or 2018, they were at 90-some% of children vaccinated for measles. And now they're like 78% or something, and that measles is so communicable that you really need your community to be at about
The herd.
95% in order to really have herd immunity, right? So, but that's kind of it. It's a smaller disease update right now. And we started in on talking about the health fair with the blood drive. Brian, do you know how many people gave blood that day?
It was about 30.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was about 30.
That's good. I was surprised how many people came through and had their stuff on their arms, so I knew they were getting people in.
Yeah, it was about 30. I reached out to Walgreens after the fact to see if they could provide some similar numbers in regards to flu and COVID. They didn't respond, but I do know late in the afternoon, they were saying that they were thinking they could get to 100. So I think it's safe to say they got about 100 people that, received flu vaccinations.
That's good. That's good. So based on the success, I think we do want to do it again and maybe make it sort of an annual thing.
Yeah.
I would love for it not to be in September, but
Me
that's.
It's only because the block parties in September,
Yeah,
are on the greens in September, it's like
there's
a
a
lot
lot.
for people.
And I don't think summer,
No,
like
no.
July and August are good. So it's either
Yeah, because we-
spring, maybe early spring or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
Is there-
October.
yeah. But there's a lot in
October.
October too, isn't
You don't
there?
think April? I know that your husband was talking about April or somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
April's not too terrible.
For the fire company.
Yeah, and in general, I feel like people in like May get really busy.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Everything with schools wrapping up.
Right, and graduations and all the first and all that kind of stuff.
So,
But I know when I talked to him, he said, I would love to see it like in the spring.
so maybe earlier April, but then we have to look at Easter.
Yeah.
You also may have to give some consideration, things are constantly changing with the weather. But as they say, April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah.
So that might be a consideration. Or in maybe you might have to be, shifted more inside.
Right.
It's that
And
time of
definitely
year.
like
So,
play around with the location and
Yeah.
get some dates and stuff.
Brian, were you thinking that you would do the blood drive again with? Yeah. So do we want to kind of try for that or
Yeah.
like sometime in April?
Yeah, I can send you guys some dates.
And then if we know, then we could get our letters out to the vendors
Mhm.
early.
A lot
A lot
sooner,
sooner,
yeah.
And I actually got a lot of feedback from someone we were soliciting them, oh, I can't join, or I would have loved to join, but I'm already engaged at another health fair that
Yeah.
weekend.
Right,
There were a lot of health fairs during the month of
During those
September,
months, yeah.
so I
Well,
think
and
the more notice, the better.
September's recovery month too.
Right.
September is, what's April?
I don't know. Well, May is health month.
Right,
And I did find someone that's gonna teach us how to do the green booze
Oh, good.
at the health fair. The people that do the chocolate or like whatever. Teal booze. I met someone that's gonna.
Oh, good.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
It'll be nice.
So possibly
Possibly
April.
April.
I wondered about collaboration with other community groups. I mean, we had quite a few community groups there anyway, but I wondered if like the senior center, for example, would like to work on it with us, and I kind of think they probably would.
Yeah.
And that might help with, space too, even if it has to be in two separate places.
Could be like,
Yeah. And we can think about who else within the city. I was thinking of city community groups might wanna perhaps be involved. Oh, and I guess I wondered, this was just me, thinking of a brief survey of the next time we do it, a brief survey of the vendors.
Yeah, like an exit survey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just
You
to
can hand it to
get
them,
them
like, at the end.
like
a little
we do.
feedback from them.
Good idea.
So the tweaks that I saw that we needed to do on this survey, I don't know that we need to go over all of them. They're just mostly cleaning up kinds of things, spelling maybe, or in a couple of them, there was nothing on the back of the page, so people didn't know to turn it over, so.
Oh, like an arrow for the hard
Yeah,
copy.
yeah,
Okay.
just turn over if for hard copies. But I can give you all of those.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think we need to make the email optional.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't on the
Online.
electronic. So when I went to input data, it wouldn't accept the data because there was an empty, and it was asterisk as required. And I don't think we can just take away the asterisk right now to take care of that.
Okay.
And I did wonder whether maybe we might get some stronger data if we, on the health related information questionnaire, like what they would like more information on, either choose as many as apply, which is what we did this time, or rank the top 3 or 5. It might make people think a little more if they have to rank them. Some people don't like to do that. The other thing I wondered with it is because like the fitness one was so high, and maybe it is just because it is, but it was also the first one.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether this program has the ability to shuffle.
I don't think so, but I can double check.
Yeah. And it's just, if it shuffles every so often for the electronic ones, then you kind of know that it's not because it was the first one.
Right.
But healthy aging wasn't the first one, and it
No.
was actually the very highest.
Yeah, I mean, and the last one, mental health is still pretty high as well.
Yeah.
Not the highest, but.
Right,
Right.
and nutrition was quite high, and
Yeah, that's
immunizations and personal safety kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
So there's quite a bit.
Maybe we could do, in addition to fitness classes, do some like self-defense classes or something.
Right, because some,
Oh, I apologize for missing the class.
Oh, you're fine. The boy, you're fine.
I just-
Not everyone can make it. It's hard to get
I
60,
forgot
70 people
totally.
on the same
I forgot about it. I had my grandchildren all,
what class?
boy, right? You're
Oh.
talking about boy.
Oh.
just hit me all the
Typical.
time.
And let's see, so we talked about the minor tweaks and thank you notes. I don't know, I know I sent something to Pulse for People because I had scheduled them, and I just sent.
Yeah, it's been on my list
but-
to send, like mail out some letters. So I'll do that in the next week or so. But we
Yeah.
did put something in the weekly,
Mhm.
to thank everybody
Mhm.
and post it on Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I don't know that there's. Have we hit everything on there and we kind of touched on everything? Is there any general discussion? Anybody have anything else to say?
Now, I was thinking, we had those two festival things, the one in Buttonwood. It would have been nice if there was something, because we had a lot of people, we could have shoved them into the health fair, but I don't see how you can do that.
A lot of participants or
A
vendors?
lot of participants, and we had
Yeah.
vendors too, but
Mhm.
not as many vendors, but we had a lot of participants. And they would have been the people that could have used it. You know what I mean?
The health fair information?
Yeah. Cause we had about 200 or so at the first one,
Yeah,
and then we had at least probably, well, I know Brian was there, we had a lot of people in Buttonwood. And those are the people that you would want to come, but I don't know how you get them, you know?
yeah, and I know like CCD was at the health fair,
Yes,
so
yeah, but not at that
getting the
level.
word out,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that
Yeah,
would,
but when you have the captive audience,
I
you
know,
like to
it's
be
like-
able to.
Right,
it's like 300, probably like 350 people at least,
yeah.
you know, and their families.
I mean, maybe we could talk to David and see how we could merge the two.
I know, I was just in here thinking like, well, I don't know, I
Yeah,
have to think about it. But that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That would funnel in,
Mm-hmm, oh, yeah.
and then they had like giveaways and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
anything else? Public comments.
I can't imagine. A friend.
Brian Mattingly, 620 Delaware Street. Couple things. I just wanna, publicly thank, Ms. Tish and Ms. Jackie. A little bit over 2 years ago, somebody who was seeking office in the city approached them, named Brian, and told them that they had a vision and desire to help drive the Board of Health to a position to where it could be the most impactful, potentially a subcommittee group that we have in the city in respect to affecting people's lives in a positive way. And I just want to thank them for receiving that message and also working to effectuate that. And the health fair was a great success. There were many stories. One that really softens my heart is that there was a resident who was unable to formally get hooked up with a breast examination. And because of the vendor that was there with the Breast Cancer Awareness Organization, she was able to get a exam actually on the day of the health fair down at the Route 9 Library. It coincided, they actually had a free clinic there. So I just want you all to know that this has already been impactful and life-changing.
So they had like a van that could do mammograms or whatever there?
So they have a partnership with healthcare professionals. And we're looking for them to come here in our city, where they essentially do like a pop-up examination where people can sign up and get a free examination.
But it's not a mammogram.
I
Yeah, sounds like a
don't,
digital exam, not really.
yeah, I don't want to speak to the science behind it, but I do know it's seeing a healthcare professional.
Okay,
Um,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then in respect to the survey, which was great, just a potential opportunity for improvement, and I don't think it was there, but maybe like an open-ended question where people could kind of fill in a blank or something. You know, you might get some good stuff, you might get some bad stuff, but that's just a potential suggestion. And then the responses in regards to providing additional topics, in addition to what was discussed earlier, it might be an opportunity to craft some of your articles around potentially some of these topics.
Oh,
In
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
future, right, like directly responding to feedback and data that was heard. And then finally, I did want to communicate with the Board of Health, was communicated last Tuesday, and that we're partnering with the Food Bank of Delaware on Saturday, December the 6th, and they're coming out with their mobile food pantry, and they're gonna be able to feed 150 families. So that location is to be determined, but it is scheduled. They're gonna do some marketing for it, and they certainly will ask us to do some marketing for it. It's Saturday, September the 6th.
September or
I'm sorry, December.
December.
I apologize. Saturday, December the 6th. It's gonna start at 10 a.m. And if you know anybody that has desire to volunteer, looking for potential 7 to 10 volunteers.
Don't you think, just from my working, the food stuff, don't you think like the area in, Shawtown, Dobbinsville,
Yes.
Buttonwood,
Yes,
those areas would be the best served?
yes, I do think that,
That-
Ms. McLaughlin, we could probably possibly do some targeted
Target.
marketing.
Mhm.
I'm certainly willing to walk and knock and stuff
Mm-hmm.
some things in people's doors. We could possibly, as a city, maybe do some, I know it's hard that time of the year,
Like where,
because it's so dark, but
Right.
maybe some yard signs or something.
like where do
We
you
can put it
think,
in the crier, we can put it in the weekly.
But also putting
put
it
it
actually in those places.
areas, is what I was thinking. Where would you
Oh,
put
so,
the van?
so the location has been, not been determined
Okay.
yet. One of the necessities of the food pantry is they come with a truck.
Mhm.
And so they
Yeah.
need to have some space for the truck to kind of maneuver, and also remember that people are coming in cars. So
they need a lot of room.
a parking lot, or
Okay.
some type of space is needed. Some of the I'll be honest with you, some of the locations that immediately we're thinking about was the senior center, right?
How about Newcastle Middle School?
But I also did think about potentially Harvest Academy, because that gets a lot of driving traffic
Or
down that way.
Newcastle Elementary.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
could do that and go in and out, and
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
got a lot of space.
Yes, ma'am.
And close to Shawtown.
Yeah.
Close to
Yes,
Shawtown,
yes.
Dobbinsville, you just have to canvas, we got
Yes.
to canvas the other areas.
But
I know-
it's a little harder. I mean.
Oh, we could put it at the school, the Booker T. Washington. School.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Maybe, yeah, I don't know how.
And then also, potentially the city, maybe we can, do some, just maybe target marketing also to, our senior citizen population. Maybe that's in taking advantage of the senior, tax credit, I'm sorry,
Tax exemption.
tax exemption program. That might be a targeted, group of people, for that program as
So you
well.
could bring it up at the meeting, for food bank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 28th. Somebody offer a recommendation to adjourn.
I will.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you for
We'll see you in the new year.
Yes. This is.
you know, I finally found the city calendar like a month ago. I hung it up in my kitchen and then I was like, there it is, the 28th. And